Hi, today we're going to go for a walk on my exotic conifer field. I haven't done an update in this since our Nordmann big losses with the deer there. They hit them again this year, so I'm probably going to give up on them. Mow them under, plant something that they are not going to like. They leave the Koreans and the Grands alone. Grands are having a hard time with our winters, I think, in Michigan. They are my worst survival rate trees. I did have some nobles that I tried. And, you know, there's a lot of other exotics that are kind of coming out of the market that I'd like to get my hands on and try. So, yeah, so let's go for a little walk. We'll see how the trees are doing. And I'm going to bring my tapener and my little clips and stuff, and we're going to do some corrective things while we're out and about. So let's do it. All right, walking through these trees now. We did our tapening, and now we're going to take a look. I think these trees were planted in 21. These are Koreans. Then we get into some of our Grands on 21. And this is kind of the line here from 21 to 20 to 19. We get into our Grands. A lot taller, doing pretty well. Again, Grands are like my worst survival rate trees. I think their winters are a little hard. And, you know, they're making it. Good shape, good. Not a lot of problems, no bugs. Great smelling. Last year was our first year selling them for like a lot of retail. We opened up a couple hundred. They got a real big stump for a 7-8 foot tree. That stump got to be 10, 11 inches in diameter. It was pretty big. I don't know if that's normal for them, but you know, they grow wide. I really had to hammer them when I was shearing them throughout that rotation. I don't even think I've gone through and knifed these yet, but this year I will. So, yeah, this will be the first year I think I've knifed these trees. Don't need to do that to these guys though, do I? These are the Nordmann. I did that side-by-side comparison for the deer damage. Those beautiful Nordmann that I just got hammered, looking awesome. And then we get into our Koreans that were planted in 19. So looking good. Missed the cones. But a lot of rubs, and obviously surrounded by woods in this little cove here, we are going to have that problem. So that is something that we have to deal with. So, you know, not everything is growing perfect, right? Koreans have their growing problems. This one will probably turn into a wreath tree. Looks like this one, maybe we can correct, but some of them, you know, these are be a little more wild. We haven't done a lot with them. But they're doing pretty well. One that I thought was very strange while I was tapening is this one here. That's what I don't like about Koreans, is not a single lateral bud developed on this thing. So I gotta make a choice. Do I cut that thing down and try to turn one of these up, or let it go and have a big hole in it, right? That's pretty long. I'll probably end up cutting it. But I'm not gonna be shearing today. You know, and another thing with deer is they always like to find your biggest nice tree, right? This one here, example of that. Rub on it. So that's awesome. Another nice Korean. But yeah, these rows are pretty wide. I can get the zero turn through here. I did all the hand planting. I think I'm going to give up on the Nordmann here and plow them under, maybe leave them for another year, see if the tops come up a little bit, save them for greens. I'm gonna move my exotics into the field, into a specific area that I can manage them better and not have to deal with the olive and stuff like that. So let's head over to the smaller ones now. And talk about those, show you the noble. I think these were planted in 23. So we have our Koreans we started with. We started kind of going this way. So we have our Koreans that are doing good as expected. Then we did a Nordmann again. Definitely smaller, right? We see our Koreans. Then this in here is the Nordmann. Now this is where I'm having a hard time managing the vegetation, right? A lot of woody stuff still. I used our walk behind DR last week. A lot of thistle and raspberry bushes and olive. to mow in here, and I got pretty tore up. I did not do any weed control because, I don't know, I just haven't. And it looked like that. Looked like that last week. So I had to find the trees, then kind of mark them and kind of take my time mowing. So yeah, not what I want to do again. So definitely something I will monitor better moving forward. There are some steel posts in there, and I still, I don't want to lose the effort that I put into this, clearing this out. And this is good ground that I want to dedicate for tall trees that I need the space and can't take up my field for it, so we'll keep it. One thing I want to show here's the Noble, a little saw, I don't know, still soft. Kind of look like a spruce actually to me. Still kind of developing. I hit a couple with a mower. I didn't plant too many. I think maybe three rows, 3 or 4 rows. Still a new tree to me, so we'll keep an eye on those. Obviously, again, you know, we have an olive growing right there. So I have some work to do here to keep on it. Never ending around here. So, all right, that's my update for my exotics. I'll keep plugging away. If I were to replant, I'd probably replant with Korean because they do well, minus their weird growing habits. But I don't know. I haven't found a good exotic one to replace it with, so that might be it. Maybe the Korean Balsam Cross. Maybe that'll be my next one that I'll start relying heavily on. But yeah, if you got any suggestions for me to try, or you want to learn together on something, let me know down in the comments. We'll do it. But you know, I need to, yeah, so I cleared out this ridge, and this is where I need to dedicate to, you know, I want to use it for something. And tall trees or exotic trees, kind of the trees that are right here, or sorry, the trees that are here, that's where the new exotics are going to go. And yeah, that'll be the main exotics, and then this offshoot and kind of coves and things will be used for tall trees. So all right, that's enough talking. And yeah, all right, thanks for watching. Talk to you soon.